Hello YouTube land, it is Kim, otherwise known as MsBandtastic on my personal channel. I'm hoping you can see okay. The topic this week is our go-to protein foods, and I've been watching everyone's videos, and this has been a fun topic. I've really enjoyed it. So I just set out all my go-to protein foods, and I'm going to try to bring it into the view of the camera, and hopefully you guys can see it. But first the question is, how has your protein changed? My protein really has not changed up until 3 days ago. I've always ate the same kind of proteins, but let me tell you what happened about 3 days ago. I have been on a 2-month eating binge like you would not believe and have gained a lot of weight back, and so 3 days ago I decided to get back on track. I had a session with my personal trainer where he helped me to develop some new goals, and he developed a specific eating plan for me. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to, but I'm going to give it a try. Like I said, I've been binging for 2 months. It's not going to kill me to try his plan for 30 days. So I have committed to doing his plan for 30 days. And it mainly consists of very healthy food. I've actually tried his plan one time before for a couple days and didn't like it because it has me eating every 2 hours instead of every 4. But it's very healthy foods. And I'm doing another kick. This is not in his eating plan, but I have just made the decision for the next 30 days. I want to try to eliminate dairy from my diet. I have nothing against dairy. I love dairy. And normally my protein foods are almost all cheese. I love cheese. But I just read an article a couple weeks ago about a woman who just, she lost 100 pounds and then kind of got out of stall, and all she did to break that stall was eliminate dairy, and apparently the article said something about eliminating dairy does something to eliminate your belly fat. And my belly is my biggest area, and I still have quite a bit of belly fat. So I'm just trying it, just to see what happens. So let's get to those protein foods that I'm eating right now. First of all, my protein powder that I use is Optimal Nutrition. This is the Extreme Milk Chocolate. It is 130 calories and 24 proteins. I want you to know I have kind of made a decision to stay away from protein powder as much as possible because I was finding that I was relying a little too heavily on protein shakes. So I'm going to try to stay away from that, but I have that on hand and will use it if necessary, okay? Sometimes I put this, I have this PB2, and I put that in my protein shake, and it is 45 calories, and it only has 5 grams of protein, but it's a lot better than peanut butter. So I use that sometimes in my protein shake to make a chocolate peanut butter shake. So that's that. Okay, this is how I start every morning. This is Costco Premier Protein, and let me tell you what I have discovered. Okay, good. I asked them not to come in the house while I was making this video. This is 30 grams of protein, and it's 160 calories. And since I'm trying to eliminate dairy, one of my heavy dairy things is I start every morning with like 3 or 4 cups of coffee. And I was using the sugar-free French vanilla creamer, which is like 15 calories, but it does have high fructose corn syrup, and it is a dairy product. And so I have found this Costco Premier Protein shake is in place of my dairy, and when I use this as a creamer, I usually put in like 1/3 of the shake and then fill the rest up with coffee. It tastes just like a mocha that you can buy at Starbucks. So 30 grams of protein every morning to start my morning, and I get my caffeine, 3 cups of coffee, so I am a happy camper. Gotta do that. Okay, so just since starting to eliminate dairy, I've started using this Almond Breeze almond milk, and it is 60 calories, and it only has 1 gram of protein. And I only use this if I make a protein shake, and I really find that the taste is fine. I don't miss the milk because the other things in your protein shake are hiding the flavor. In addition, I will use it like in some scrambled eggs, or I have used it just like a tablespoon to moisten up my oatmeal. So Almond Breeze, apparently it's non-dairy. So okay, eggs. I start every day with eggs. Well, not every day, but what I'm saying is I have eggs at least once a day. So my friend is actually the one that supplies these eggs. Brown white. There's even some green. That was really hard for me to get used to, eating her eggs rather than store-bought eggs, but I find they actually taste just the same. So that's one of my proteins. Let's see what's next. Oh, okay. I use this Jimmy Dean turkey sausage, the crumbles and the links in my eggs. I know this is probably processed food. I think you do not have sausage without having processed food. But I still love it, so I still eat it. Also, let me give you the numbers on that. So the crumbles are 70 calories, 11 proteins. The sausage links, for 3 of them, which I never actually eat 3, it's usually 2 is all I can get down, is 120 calories and 13 proteins. And I also like this turkey pepperoni, and it is 80 calories and 16 proteins. So that's, no, 9 proteins, sorry. 70 calories, 9 proteins. I was looking at something else. So those are 3 of the meats that I use in breakfast sometime. Okay, for lunches, I have started packing my lunches so I'm not tempted to eat out in restaurants. So I take a lunch with me. And one of my go-to foods is I love this smoked salmon or this tuna in the pouch, because I can pack it in a lunchbox and be good to go. With the smoked salmon, sometimes I will put a tablespoon of bacon bits in with it and a tablespoon of the canola oil mayonnaise, just to mix it up and have a salmon salad. And sometimes with the tuna fish, I'll put a tablespoon of the canola oil and also like a boiled egg and mix it together. So that's what I do for lunches a lot. Another go-to food, sorry I'm leaving the camera, but I'll be back. I almost always have a rotisserie chicken on hand, and I do get the skinless one. This one is rosemary roasted garlic. And I use that a lot in my salads, or just one go-to meal I do a lot of is I put the chicken on there, and then I put a tablespoon of bacon bits and half an avocado, and then I melt Swiss cheese over it, and I love that. But since trying to go away from dairy, I've just kind of sprinkled some goat cheese on it. I don't know why they let you have goat cheese, but apparently that's okay on a dairy-free diet. Okay, the next thing I always have on hand is shrimp. I love shrimp. Half of this container is 80 calories and 14 proteins. And cocktail sauce I usually use with it. It's great. Awesome. Snacks. I have 2 options. One is the almonds or the cashews. This is on my trainer's new eating plan. You want to know why they're in these baggies? That's 1 serving. 15 almonds, okay? And I had to put them in baggies because I guarantee I never stop at 15 if I'm just dipping directly out of the can. So I individually serve them, and when I'm done, I'm done. So it's 100 calories for 15 almonds or 15 cashews. Okay, every once in a while I will have a protein bar. Sometimes as a snack, sometimes as a meal replacement. I was just figuring out the numbers for this video because my trainer was recommending the Cliff Bars. But when I figured out the numbers, I'm telling you, he is wrong on those Cliff Bars. I like the pure protein bars. So let me tell you the numbers between those 2 protein bars. The Cliff Bars are 250 calories. But this is the shocking part. 41 grams of carbs. And only 10 proteins. This is what he's recommending that I eat. I will be talking to him on Monday. The pure protein bars are only 200 calories, so that's 50 calories less than the Cliff. They only have 16 carbs versus 41 in the Cliff, and they have 20 proteins versus 10 in the Cliff. So, no, we will not be eating Cliff Bars anymore. We will be eating protein bars. But what really sucks is I just bought 10 Cliff Bars. They were on sale for $10, so now I got to figure out what to do with all those. Okay, the last thing I want to talk to you about is I do have 2 go-to meals that I keep in my freezer all the time. Sorry. I use this 1-cup container, and one of them is chili. My husband makes an awesome, awesome elk chili, and I always have that in the freezer. And then I am making today, let me show you a picture. meatballs. So those two things are always in my freezer, so if I don't have anything to eat, I can pull them out. And the protein calorie, I think the meatballs are 164 calories. For those meatballs, you can only have 3, but there's other kinds that I can have 6, so it just depends on the size of the meatball. So it's 164 calories, and I believe the chili is like 175 calories. He makes his chili with elk burger, and a combination of elk steak mixed in. Awesome. So that's it for my protein foods. This has been a fun video to make. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you next week.